Oh my gosh, the robots are coming. The robots are coming. The robots are coming. The robots are coming to take our jobs. Yep, they're going to put us out of business. That dang Elon Musk, he's gonna take everything from us. Yeah, Uber's going under. Uber's going under. Uber and Lyft, they're going under. That's it. That's it. It's over for them. Whew. Yeah, these are bad times. Oh man, these are really bad times. Oh, it's scary to be an Uber driver right now. Yeah, because they're definitely taking our jobs. They're going to take our jobs. Yeah, in a couple years, maybe 5-10 years. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and I am the local South Florida Uber driver. I'm local just because you never really know where I'm gonna be in the next couple days, months, years. Hey, I primarily work the South Florida market, and in today's video, man, on this election day, I hope you got the chance to vote. As you can see, I did. Listen, I hope you got the chance to vote, because I did, or hopefully you voted early or whatever, you mailed your ballot in or whatever, because it's an important election day. You know, listen, it's an important day, definitely an important day. But yeah, with that being said, man, today's video is all about, will AI, artificial intelligence, will the robots take our jobs as Uber drivers, Uber and Lyft drivers? Are the robots going to come and replace us as Uber and Lyft drivers? Are the robots going to take over and control the world tomorrow? Listen, so if you don't know, my name is Nick, obviously. So I come from a software engineering background. I am the person, before I started doing Uber and Lyft, I used to build apps. I used to do websites. I dug really deep into that type of stuff. I have a computer science background, in other words, overall IT background, because, you know, I know some things about networks and stuff like that. But mostly it was just like, I chose to focus a lot of my energy and efforts on like understanding how software works, because that was what really excited me. So I used to do hardware related things like fixing computers, replacing screens, and replacing the little, when your phone won't charge, or it was more so just replacing screens, because everybody drops their phone. Drops their phone or scratches their phone. But yeah, so obviously that type of stuff was interesting to me, because it's cool, like when you look on the inside of a phone to see how tightly compact everything is and all of that stuff. But for me, what really gets my gears going, I guess, is learning like why the screen, like understanding how this screen was made, and like understanding each and every single pixel, and seeing like how they put all of that together, and like building like icons, and just like the overall software that is the reason why you can see me today on your computer screen or phone, tablet, whatever. That was what interests me. I wanted to know how that was made. I love software. Software was amazing to me. And for sometimes when I can and I have time, I still kind of go back and try to build different things. I have my website that's built. I have a couple apps on the App Store. So, again, I'm not an industry expert, because I'm obviously not super up to date with a lot of the software trends and stuff like that. But when it comes to artificial intelligence, when it comes to robots, when it comes to self-driving cars, it all plays a part. It all plays a part. And, so I have a little bit different take than most people. So most people are going to tell you to fear technology. Most people are going to say it's going to screw up everything. We're going to get out of business, yada, yada, yada. And I mean, there's going to be some bad to it. Obviously, in terms of artificial intelligence, you can never really get an agent on the line. Like when everything has shifted over to chat, so like if you ask for help, if you go, you try to help, you go to the help section and you like contact us. Most companies, banks, businesses, most companies are now using chat. And the chat is powered by artificial intelligence or robots or whatever. That's what most businesses are using because it's easier. And plus, they don't have to hire as many customer support people. So, yes, in that sense, technology has kind of changed the game. It kind of has alleviated some of those positions. But there's still support agents. It's just not as many. When you go to Walmart, when I was growing up, there was nothing but cashiers, and the cashiers were handling everything. It used to take forever, and you just had to deal with it. Especially if you went during a busy time, it was just like, whatever. Fast forward to now you don't have all of those cashiers there. You have self-checkout. Self-checkout, and the cashiers that were once there are now in different departments. They may be stocking, they may be in the deli, but a lot of those jobs have kind of been removed because of technology. And so in a way, yeah, there's a negative side to technology, but there's also a positive side. The positive side is that in terms of like being able to get in and out of the store, self-checkout is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go, give me like a couple minutes. I hit Apple Pay and I'm gone. When before, you got to talk to I mean, maybe it's just me. I'm an introvert at heart. I don't necessarily love talking to people. Hey, it might just be me, but yeah, you got to have that conversation with the cashier, and, she got to do all her thing, and then, it's just time. She might be talking to the person in front of you, and it's like she's moving slow, or yeah, you do get that person that's just moving really slow, and it's like, come on, just put it in the bag. I just want to pay and go, so all of that makes sense. In terms of what we do as Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, technology has already started impacting us. That's the whole point of the trip radar. That's the whole point of, the automated messages that you can send and stuff like that. Will it take our jobs? Some, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be honest. Some, yeah. But you have to understand that it's not gonna happen overnight. Let's be very clear. You're not gonna lose your job tomorrow. There's no way, no how. Waymo just isn't that good. And it's not good enough in that aspect to take over in the entire industry. Like, it's just not that good. And no. And yes, Tesla is coming out with the robo-taxi, but they don't have the market share just yet, so it's going to take them time. They got to get in place. They got to do their testing. It's a process. It's a process. Trust me, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen maybe 10 years. They'll be solidified, especially like, the robo-taxi. It'll definitely be solidified in the next 5 years. But it's not going to be solidified tomorrow. I mean, we already know, they're still testing, they're still figuring out, they're still working that system. And, so will AI take our jobs? Will AI, is Tesla going to take over Uber? Are we going to lose our jobs as Uber and Lyft drivers? No, not right now. But it will definitely happen in the future. And this is why if you watch my channel or you watch anybody else's channel, you kind of got to understand that this isn't a forever thing. I don't think any of us started doing Uber and said, this is what I'm going to do for the next 20, 30 years. I don't think anybody here ever thought that they were going to retire from Uber. So I don't see why it's a problem. This is just my opinion. Nobody said that I'm going to retire from Uber. So, yes, things will change. Things will change in the next couple of years. But it's not changing right now. I mean, it's changing, but you're not getting kicked out right now. is the whole point of the video. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next week. It's not going to happen next month. I mean, Waymo's been out for like, what, 10 years? 5 years? 10 years? And they're still figuring out the kinks and all of that. Like, it's not going to happen as soon as you think. But it's going to happen, but it's just not tomorrow. You still have time. So, if you watch this far, man, my biggest recommendation to you as a person that is an Uber driver currently, as a person that currently takes a lot of trips and works and uses this as income, I'm recommending, again, I'm nobody special. Like I said, I have outdated information. Well, once you know how to program, you kind of always know that. It's like riding a bike. But, you know, for most of us, we haven't ridden a bike in like decades. So it's like, there's a little adjustment period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get back used to riding. Maybe you got to get back in shape and all of that stuff. I don't know. I don't know where that analogy came from, but like the point that I'm making is that, yeah, you should obviously have it on your mind that things will change. Things absolutely will change. Things have changed. And things will get worse. They already have. They're going to continue to get worse. Because the whole point of Uber and Lyft is to make a profit. How do they make a profit? By taking more money from the drivers. Figuring out ways to be more efficient. Honestly, what is Uber's most inexpensive, what is their biggest expense, I would say? Some might say it's the marketing. Some might say, you know, it's the lawsuits. But the biggest expense is the drivers. So, I mean, you gotta understand, because drivers get in accidents. Drivers are, you know, there's some crazy drivers doing crazy things that causes the lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? It's drivers. Drivers are, as Benny Cuz always says, drivers are our own worst enemy. So it's the drivers. The drivers are the biggest expense. But what also brings in the money? The drivers. That's why we're still here. And there will always need to be some type of human element. It just won't be the same as it is today. You know, like, just like how we all can, you know, we all call in and we can all go through chat and just talk to whatever robot or whatever. But we all, you know, there's people that specifically want to talk to humans. You say representative over and over to the little recorded voice that keeps telling you, you know, I can help you over the phone. You know, I can help you through the automated system. There's always going to be a human element. It just may not be as prevalent as it is today. So enjoy it, you know? I hope all of that made sense, man. But, yeah, with that being said, man, I am out of here. Deuces.